you ain't gonna win. I said, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you.
Lamont Roach Jr. reacts to New York State Athletic Commission's decision to not overturn the decision. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I can just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up.
Check it out, man. Lamont Roach Jr. reacts to New York State Athletic Commission's decision. And I told you guys, I didn't think they was going to overturn the decision. I didn't think it was going to happen. WBA came out with some conflicting reports, right? They said this is not from us. This is not what we think. We think blah, 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 blah. That leads you to believe that they were leaning towards Lamont Roach Jr. being the victor, right? But the New York State Athletic Commission understands that Gervonta Tank Davis is a huge ticket seller out there in the Barclays, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's what it really is, you guys. They had a video of Steve Willis.
What you was thinking when Tank did that when he took the knee? What you was thinking when he took the knee?
I can't speak on it.
Can't speak on that?
Can't speak on it.
He did some bullshit though?
I can't speak on it.
You no personal opinion, nothing?
Can't, especially you.
And Steve Willis didn't even want to talk about it. It makes it look like I don't know. Steve Willis always had a reputation as a really good referee for his antics. But that decision that he made was questionable, okay? Because let's be honest, even though it's old news now, we kind of moved past it. I already knew this wasn't going to happen. But it was definitely a knockdown, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it should have been counted as such. And it could have changed everything of the fight if it was counted as a knockdown. And that was part of the reason why they said, right? New York Athletic Commission came out with their statement. At this point, who cares what they really had to say about it? But they're not going to overturn the decision. They had to think long and hard how they was going to dress this up to make it look like it wasn't what it was, right? But Lamont Roach Jr. says this, quote, "I'm not surprised by the decision by the New York State Athletic Commission. A little disappointed, yeah, especially when they acknowledged the fact that Steve made the wrong call in the 9th round. But I wasn't banking on an overturn. Everyone know I won the fight, and I'm satisfied with that. Part 2 on the way." And he received some criticism, like, what did you expect to happen, et cetera, right? Some fans said some things. Some fans was in agreement with Lamont, like, you should have got the victory anyway, blah, 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 whatever. But Lamont Roach also says this, "Look, man, I'm going to tell y'all straight up. I ain't sued nobody. STFU, shut up. My team submitted an appeal on my behalf. What it looked like not having a team that don't pull the trigger on some shit that they know was wrong. They stood up for me. So all that lawsuit shit, yeah, y'all can put it to rest." So I guess people been saying Lamont Roach tried to sue and all that, tried to put him in the same pocket as Devin the Dream Haney for suing Ryan Garcia for that decision or that fight. Look, man, Lamont Roach Jr., we all know he should have got the decision. We all know he should have got the decision. We all know he should be the 2-division WBA champion, et cetera, et cetera. We all know this, but politics of boxing wasn't going to let it happen. I told you guys they wasn't going to overturn this. I just knew they wasn't going to do it. Why? Because it's Tank Davis. And they typically don't do things like this. When somebody fucks up, they kind of don't really double back on things unless it was maybe some foul play, like some cheating going on, right? One may say Tank Davis cheated in the fight forward to manipulate the situation. I mean, look, I already told you guys, when Tank Davis fights these guys and is not necessarily going his way per se, he does little things. He does little things to throw off the tempo of the fight, the pace of the fight, just throw off the whole fight, look into the crowd, do some funny shit, right? And it tends to work out in his favor. Now, I ask you guys this, since the rematch is on the way, I already said, I don't think Tank Davis could beat Lamont Roach. I think that Lamont Roach Jr. has Gervonta Tank Davis's number. That's what I think. I didn't really care about the decision. It's going to be what it's going to be, right? We knew that it was about a 20% chance that this thing was going to get overturned, and we just knew it wasn't going to get overturned. But in the rematch, who's going to actually win that rematch, right? What is Tank Davis going to do differently to beat Lamont Roach this time? Because Lamont Roach, all he got to do is piggyback off of what he was doing the last fight. Maybe step on the gas a little bit more. Other than that, I don't see how Tank Davis could beat this guy. I think Lamont Roach Jr. has a really good style to counter whatever Gervonta Tank Davis does. He's familiar with Tank since they was kids, and Tank Davis can't really hurt the guy. Tank Davis' style is heavily reliant on his speed, athleticism, his explosiveness, and his blinding power. Those shots that these guys don't see, he hits them with them, and they just be like, whoa, what happened? Like, that didn't happen with Lamont. And if he can't be the ring general, if he can't dictate the pace of the fight, if he can't control the fight, well, then he'll do things like try to low blow or, hit shoulder bump you, and he'll do some little funny underhanded thing to throw off the tempo of the fight, start talking to the crowd, or just do some funny things instead of just actually adapting and overcoming and taking control over the fight. Once again, he can't do it. Lamont Roach Jr. was matching his speed, cutting him off. But the biggest thing, he was able to take Tank Davis' biggest punch. How is Gervonta going to beat this guy? Who cares about the decision at this point? I'm asking the boxing community, how is Tank Davis going to win this fight against this dude? Because for me, I don't see a way. I'm not saying it's totally impossible. I just don't think he's going to beat Lamont Roach. Tank Davis arguably met his match via way of a guy named Lamont Roach Jr., not Shakur Stevenson, not Keyshawn Davis, not Devin Dream Haney. Lamont Roach Jr. How does Tank Davis, based off what we saw in that fight, which should have went for Lamont Roach Jr., how will he beat Lamont Roach Jr. in the rematch? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.